Little baby Grom. Baby Grom. Just double check, make sure everything's good on here. That's fastened, that's that. Alright, we're good. I always just... And do we have my lights here? They're there. Okay. I wonder if that's illegal to run my lights. Not sure. Not too sure. She's a ripping. This thing is just a scooting. I love it. Man, such a good setup too. Such a good setup. Alright, am I going to catch the green light? Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. And I hate it at this stop section because it's kind of funky. It's a hot night out tonight. My idle's better, so I think that screw... Oh yeah, I think this might be out of power. Okay, so I think that screw... Oh, the spring. I think the spring for the cam chain decomp, or not cam chain, I'm sorry, the decomp little ear that flips around, I think it's finally loosened up a little bit. It was really tight. I think from the factory, it was really tight. And so basically, it was tight enough, basically, right? And so me watching the Thumpstar YouTube video saying, you know, any of your Zongshan or Daytonas, give it one more loop on the spring. So I did do that, and it was really tight. So that's what happened. And then I eventually tried to tighten it a little bit more, I guess. And I don't know, it just made it to where it was trying to engage it. It was trying to engage at a higher idle, or like a... Yeah, higher idle basically. So instead of like engaging at like 2000 or like 1900, it was trying to engage at I don't know, like 25. So, but it's finally loosening it up. It's kind of getting there. It's still kind of at 25 my idle, but it's able to idle a little bit lower now. It looks 27, 26. The startup's good too. Before it would, when I had the idle set, I'd have the idle adjusted to where it was perfect while I was running. Turn it off, you know, next day start it up. It would just be a smidge high. No, a smidge low where it was kind of engaging it, and then I basically would turn it up and get it to good idle, and then once she warmed up, I would put it at the right one, but I haven't really fucked with anything. Kept it the same idle right now. Come on, green light. Nobody's turning. Nobody's turning, burning. 3, 2, 1. Gone. Hot day today. It was really hot. We went out dirt bike riding. My freaking carburetor bolt fell off. I had been having issues with my Polo DB36 because usually I'm always working on the kids' bikes, getting those golden for the kids to go. We go riding and I kind of neglect my bike. Well, I had some carburetor issues. I ended up taking the carburetor off, getting it all fixed up. And I think it's just the intake valve on that bike is just so hard to get to. And so I had slotted the bottom screws. So basically it was like so you could take the top screw out, right? And then basically take the top screw out, and then you could like crack the bottom one loose and then just kind of twist it sideways and pull it out. That way it was easier to service the carburetor, because boy, it's hard to get that carb out of that bike, man. It is in there really good. You pretty much have to take the gas tank off every time you take the carburetor off, which sucks because that's connected to the two fairings on the side and all that goodies. So it's like just freaking a whole job basically. Why are we going lean now? Yeah, I'm gonna have to look. I haven't touched this thing. I'm working on that exhaust, dude. I got the parts all cut up. I should have left them J pipes. So when I did the loop, right, you have like a half circle J pipe and then like a half circle J pipe. That way I could cut the length that I want, because as far as it now, I have like a little mini, not quite a J, but like a, you know, I would say an L, but it just goes the straight pipe, and then, you know, the 45 up there for going up into the head. And freaking that one isn't long enough, so I would have mitigated having to weld twice. You know what I mean? I didn't think about it. I just thought I'd take it and cut 290s off, and then those 290s will connect together, and that'll be one full circle. I can adjust it the way I want it, but hindsight's 20/20 all the time, man. So it's all right though. Next time, there will be no next time. It's the last exhaust. I made a lot of them. I think from my original modification on my first one to the second one that I made, and then this is the third one that's on here now, and I'm going to be making the fourth exhaust. This fourth exhaust, custom too. Alright, we got our drinks. Let this car go here. This car go. If a car goes in front of me, I have a better chance of letting the light go. I had to go around because that's never gonna give me a green light. I should have just went all the way down. She's a zipper. Is a zipper, not a ripper. Yeah, what's up with my lights, yo? I think I unplugged them. You can tell I've been neglecting the Grom. No, I'm not neglecting. I'm working on the exhaust, and I've been playing with the kids and stuff the weekend. You know. Just a nice little. It's been hot too, man. It's been real hot. I cleaned up my garage. It's all nice and clean. God, this thing is just so rippy. Man, cannot get over it. It's like powered away. If I could get this Grom super light, like, could you imagine like a aluminum frame Grom? Oh my god. Aluminum swing arm, everything aluminum. Freaking all like titanium bolts and shit. Oh, this thing would be just crazy. Because right now it's crazy. I love that power. It feels like my MT-10, like, in a sense. My MT-10 definitely pulls way harder, but see, you gotta realize it's a tank of a bike too, but the power to weight ratio is 2 point something, and this is 8, so like for every 8 pounds this has 1 horsepower. For every 2 point something pounds for an MT-10, it's got 1 horsepower, so it's definitely more horsepower per poundage, you know, as far as that goes. But I don't know, it's just something about the heaviness of the bike too, you know, plays a part in it, is the feel of it, you know. This feels like you could just whip her and all around. Great power too. Perfect freaking setup, man. I really like this. Get that 4-valve head, guys. You know what I mean? Get that 4-valve head. I'm gonna probably, well, so Ridernomics, they're gonna give me a. They said they emailed me and were like, we're gonna get. They sent you the piston. And do you want me to send it to you? Do you want me to send it to you? Duh. Why would I not want it? I mean, I could just swap it back down to 190 and see what that feels like with the port job that I did. Yeah, I'm not no portologist, but I mean, I learned. Like, you know, it's funny. Like till this port, I really didn't even know what to do. I just kind of went in there and cleaned up the casting marks and made it kind of look nice and stuff. And I didn't know what it was doing, but I watched this YouTube video. This guy was explaining everything, and it just made so much sense to me. I just was like, oh my god, I know exactly what to do, 100%. and that was it. And from then on, I did what I did. And it worked great. So what it is just, you want the, you know, your intake valve, it goes down, right? Well, that bottom is the floor. The ceiling doesn't matter really. It's the floor that matters, and it's when the air hits the hump before it drops down into that valve area where the seat is and stuff. That hump usually kicks it. That valve area, that it lumps it up, and it just jumps, right? And because it jumps, it basically, that causes the air to shoot over, and it gets this pocket of air that doesn't have, you know what I'm saying? Oh shit, where's my key? The pocket of air that doesn't let's see, get it neutral. I can't focus and talk at the same time. You guys can notice that, right? Anyways, the little pocket of air that it jumps, that little dead spot, is what you're trying to eliminate. So you want it essentially as straight as possible into the valve area. So it's pretty cool. It was neat because I was just like, oh my god, I understand it. It's crazy because I've been working on bikes for 20 years, but I mean, it doesn't mean I know everything. And I've learned a lot. There's a lot of stuff I didn't know. I mean, coming from 2 strokes, right, and then go to 4 strokes, like learning about valves and stuff. Like, it's just recently that I really learned about adjusting valves and all that stuff. It's funny because I look back at like when I was like maybe 20 years old, you know, and I had a 4-stroke bike, and it ran with like no compression. But I always wondered, you know, I thought it was blown up, but I bet you the piston was fine. It was just it was the valves need to be adjusted. That's all it was, dude. Let's get the Grom Clone back to the backpack. Ooh, don't hit me. Alright, here we go. Back to the Grom tail. That thing is just a beast. So here, let me show you guys what I got going on real quick. Well, I got the camera on and cracking. Okay, so I'll show you where I messed up. I think I messed up. I got these cool little polishing pads too. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, put a new BMS on that battery. That one messed up. Okay, so I got a mess here. So what do we got here? You got all the parts cut out, right here. So my plan, see, what I should have did is left the tails on this like this, right, and then left the tail on this. I got these parts all cleaned up real nice, right? Let's see, that goes like that. Boom, you know, that way when I connected these, I could cut this to size and be whatever it is when this piece goes up to here to the, you know. I'm just debating whether I should go over or under. So like, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this way. So this is gonna be the one that goes to the motor, right? And it's gonna go over. That one's gonna go under. And I might do some angles to it, like maybe tip it, you know, do something like that. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Just that, like, you know, so it keeps it so it's like that, you know. I might just add a section in there and make it even longer. I don't know. Yeah, I thought that I was gonna go just a smidge oval. See, I'm kind of ovally. I figured that looked better. I could have probably did that, and that would have been good too. So, but here's the setup basically, like this, and then this goes like this. Boom, boom, and then boom, and then we're gonna have this boom up to there. That's kind of what we got here. Boom, and we got the O2 sensor bung right here. I gotta weld a little tube on it. So I mean, that's kind of what I got. I got a little section here I left over. This is the size that's on there now, and you can see it just falls right in. So it's gonna be a little upgrade. It's 1.5 inch outer diameter. Basically, it matches what I got in there right now. So as far as the extrovert tailpipe, the tailpipe goes. All right. Well, anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Get out. A little update on the exhaust here. Just kind of mocking it up. That's obviously going to be shorter. I'm going to pitch the angle a little bit forward, just like that. Once how it's forward. I think I'm going to do the loop lower. That way, that I don't have the obstructions of the brake. It's already kind of like right there. So I'm just going to drop that down, get that out of the way. It's also going to be on the downward angle for the oil drain plug. I got a little bulb on there right now because the sensor I had drilled into my drain plug, it broke the wire off. So I actually made a plug. It's actually a plug now. So you can unplug it and plug it in. That's some epoxy. Gotta put a little bulb on there. See how good I am at this crap. Yeah, see? If you actually look at just the plug, so you can just unplug your sensor when you want to change the oil. Boom, unplug her, plug her back in. So I had issues with that. I don't know, that was like a dumbest design. Freaking, I had such a hard time every time I drained the oil. I just got a little plug in there. I went crazy with the epoxy, but hey, better than on a. I have a new drain plug with a metal. I have a blue anodized drain plug with a magnet in it. But anyways, you kind of see the exhaust though. It's gonna be sick, dude. Yeah, I got the loop going on there. So the point of the loop is essentially it's lengthening the exhaust, because that's such a short run right there. It's really not a lot of exhaust. So that loop is gonna give it a little bit of extra length, kind of get us right at the optimum performance, you know what I mean, length. I'm excited, and the benefit of it is the same size as this 2-inch pipe here, or not, my bad, 1.5 inch outer, so 1 3/8 inner. Yeah, so this is 1 3/8 inner diameter, no, outer diameter. Yeah, so it slides right in here. So it's going to be the exact same size, no step down or step up. You can notice that slides into that one, so it's going to be sick. I'm juiced, got a new bung for it and everything. Yeah, see, I got a new flange too. I wanted to basically I wanted to keep, right here, I wanted to keep everything making its own part. That way, I don't know, I'm kind of sentimental on these first exhausts I made, like the one I made up here. I just want to keep each one that I made, so I can go back and look at them all, you know. It's pretty neat. So I'm kind of really happy about that. It's coming out really good. I'm gonna fiddle with all the pieces and cut them up basically to size, get everything all set up to the right size and stuff like that. And then once it's set to the right size, I'm gonna start slowly welding it all up, so, and polish it. Yeah, see, like this weld that I did up here when I did the new type of flange. Oh, the only issue I see is right now those 2 bolts right there, it is tight. It is very, very hard to get those bolts on. I basically had to kind of almost round these bolts, right? So I'm thinking I might put this section of the pipe, after I weld it on there, put this section of the pipe and just ever so gently just kind of smash those sides, so, you know what I mean? So it would be like, you know, it'd be like an oval. It'd be like the sides where the bolts are. Just kind of smash it in. Just smash this in just a little bit. Whoop, right there, right where the things are. Or maybe make two little indents where the bolts go. I don't know, something like that. But look at this. Perfect. I might have to eat it out just a wee bit with the Dremel, but it's just about there. Let's see. Yeah, let's see if I can. I can't do that. Anyways, you get it. It's there. So it's gonna be cool, man. This thing is running so good. Oh my gosh. It's almost kind of scaring me that it's running this good, because usually when they run good like this, they end up blowing up. No. So, I don't know. Anyways, catch you guys in the next one. I'm pretty happy. I think that oil leak was, I think it's this guy right here. I think I took it out, and I was going to put an oil sensor in there at the head. So I'm thinking really, I would like to just drill a hole and tap a hole somewhere in this side of the case to get my oil temp set, to get it off the drain plug. Because I don't like it on the drain plug there, but there's, you know, no other way to do it. As of now, you know, I wanted something inside the berry pan right in the center so I get my temp of that. I have a new plug that's blue and anodized, and I'll just put that in. So, and I might follow the 00 Racing's make the magnetic plug, because they said basically that the drain plug is right there at the sump, and if you have a magnet plug, all the freaking metal is right there at the sump, and so it's getting sucked right up into the, you know, pump. So anyways, we'll see. All right, later. Alright guys, thanks for watching my videos. Make sure you like and subscribe. Don't forget to share. Do all that good stuff. Take it easy, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace!